Well, it's early spring in 2024. First day on the calendar of spring this year was 19 March 2024. Well, my yard on that day in central Canada was not exactly looking ready to go do some yard work in it. Now, this is being recorded the first week of April, and it is incredible what a couple of weeks make, both in terms of temperature and the yard. Today, I figured I'd take you along on a warmer, sunny day on what I was doing in the yard to get ready for the real season start. I know we all want to get out into the backyard and spend time outside in the warm sun. However, unlike some people like YardBrah, who lives in the Pacific Northwest of the US, where he has green, growing grass almost all year, or George from Princess Cut Lawn Care in Chicago, where his snow is gone, but grass is still not growing yet, but can still get out working in the yard. Subscribe to these great channels as well. For my area, much of the prairies in Canada, it isn't time to get out into the lawn even if the snow is gone. The ground will take some extra time to defrost, but there are some things we can do. So let's get into it. So a big thing that I was doing to get out into the warm weather is shoveling snow. Can't get more of a stereotype than a Canadian outside shoveling snow. But in this instance, what I was doing is the larger snowbanks and blown-in snow mounds in my yard, I was shoveling them to the driveway and open areas of my yard to spread it out and melt faster. Snow is an amazing insulator, so by spreading the snow out, it helps melt more evenly across the whole yard at once. Also, as the ground warms from underneath, the snow starts to create an ice layer on the bottom of the snowbanks that mat down the grass, which we will cover later. But while you can shovel like me to melt it faster, be very careful not to hit the grass, as it can easily be damaged this time of year when it is saturated or frozen. I've done this in the past and killed areas of my yard. So generally, once it gets to be about an inch or so of snow or ice left on the grass, I leave it alone and let it melt on its own. I've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, gradually across my yard to accelerate the process. This isn't necessary, and you can just let it melt on its own, but I'm impatient, and I want to get into the yard and get working. Now, after I got the snow spread out and melting, areas that were melted, there's common issue of snow mold. This white fluffy stuff is snow mold and can cause some allergic reactions in some people, so if you have seasonal allergies, you may want to put on a mask while taking care of this stuff. What I would do in the past is take a broom and just lightly brush the area, then give the broom a rinse. These days, I now have my leaf blower, so I just go at it with the leaf blower in a couple of different directions to get it knocked down. At the same time, you can see that there are areas where the grass is matted down really bad and wet. Now these areas can start causing rot in the grass, but you need to be gentle with the grass because you can easily cause damage. So using just a simple rake and only using the weight of the rake, meaning I'm not pressing down into the grass at all, I lightly lift the grass up. This allows air movement amongst the grass and allows it to dry out and helps prevent rot from developing. I'm not trying to pick up debris from the lawn, I'm just trying to lift the grass blades so that they allow air movement. Sometimes this time of year, where there is spring melt going on, is I like to take a little early assessment of the yard. The melt water provides a great time to look in the yard and see areas that are having drainage problems. Some areas of my yard you can see are a little on the low side and have water sitting in a little longer, a little more soppy. I might try and build up some dirt in those spots to help level the lawn better to prevent this pooling effect. This has also allowed me to see the area around my gate being a real pain for the mud. Talking with Mrs. Canuck about it, and we both decided that if we can find the budget, we're going to do a project where I am going to dig up the area of grass, and since the grass doesn't grow so well in the full shade there, we are probably going to match our neighbor's river rock and have it come right up to the whole area around the front of the gate, to the area around the downspout at the corner of our house. It isn't a huge project in terms of cost, but there's always things that need fixing, so we will see where we get with it. Another hands-on thing you can do is also get your equipment and supplies ready. Start planning what projects you want to do this season, take stock of the supplies that you have, and start watching for sales on fertilizers, seed, and other products you might need. This would be a great time to pull your equipment out and do maintenance on it. Don't wait like I did till the fall to do a lawnmower tune-up, video linked in the description. Get the equipment cleaned up, give it a quick test to make sure it's running well, batteries are charged, you have fuel on hand. The big thing would be getting the mower blades sharpened ready for the season. By doing this preparation style work ahead of time, you can make it more enjoyable and easy when the season hits in full force. A big thing I've been doing lately is learning about turf and soil. I was watching Budget Lawns, who I've mentioned in the past, also a great lawn care content creator, especially for Bermuda grass lawns, but he mentioned a new channel, Turfgrass Epistemology. So I was curious and went to check out the channel, and I'm glad I did. I've been taken back to school and about learning about lawn care, and that isn't hyperbole at all, since Turfgrass Epistemology is run by Dr. Travis Shaddix, a semi-retired assistant professor from the universities of Florida and Kentucky, who also spent years working in the golf, lawn care, sport turf, and fertilizer sales industries. And when he talks about a topic, he doesn't just talk about his opinion on something. He provides a peer-reviewed scientific paper that talks about the topic. In some cases, he talks about multiple papers about the same topic. He breaks it all down, discusses the whole paper with the audience, primarily in the form of live streams, but also he'll take clips from the live streams and present them as a video on a specific topic. I've been relearning lots and will reintegrate this new knowledge in what I am doing to help save money and also provide better sustainability to the environment. I will talk more about this another time, but I wanted to introduce this channel so others can go and learn for themselves. In the meantime, for now, I'm going to go grab a cold one and then sit and enjoy the warm sun and watch the snow melt. Till next time, have a great day. Cheers.